Hi, my name is David Lewis. I'm an eye specialist with 37 years of experience treating every eye condition under the sun. And the next 7 minutes, I'm going to bite the hand that has fed me my whole career. Spit in the face of the big vision companies charging hundreds or even thousands of dollars for overpriced glasses. Reveal devastating and dangerous secrets the LASIK industry is terrified you'll find out, and show you an astonishing and completely natural way to achieve perfect 20/20 vision, all without surgery and without doing anything more strenuous than blinking your eyes. No matter how bad your vision is now, and no matter what's wrong with your eyes. If you're farsighted, nearsighted, have glaucoma, cataracts, or macular degeneration, if you see dark spots, floaters, or just have trouble reading road signs, even if you're almost blind like I was, literally, if you have any vision problem at all, no matter how bad or hopeless you've been told it is. In fact, if you do what I say in this short video, like 110,000 men and women all over the world have done before you, you may find yourself grinning ear to ear like a love-struck teenager as you throw your glasses in the trash, suddenly seeing the world with a crispness you've never experienced before, saving hundreds or even thousands of dollars you've been wasting on frames, enjoying perfect 20/20 vision while never having to wear glasses again, leaving your family and even your optometrist absolutely gobsmacked, wondering how you turned back the clock on your eyes. Who the heck am I to make such a huge promise? Like I said, my name is David Lewis. I'm a 63-year-old eye specialist, a former one anyway. Now I'm the optometry industry's enemy number one because over the last 3 years, I've stopped sucking at the teat of the abusive glasses and contacts companies, cut deeply into the $147 billion profits of the greedy eye industry, who spend millions every year suppressing just how often their safe techniques leave innocent men and women in agonizing pain. The real statistics should be enough to make you think twice about getting LASIK surgery, and how I've helped 110,000 men and women ranging from 12 to 93 get perfect 20/20 vision without glasses, contacts, or surgery in a way so simple you'll be angry it's been hidden from you for so long. And now I want you to know the truth too. How this information has been kept from you by the eye industry, glasses companies, and even the media. And how insanely easy it is to reset your eyes absolutely naturally so you can see better than an Army sniper, even if you are almost blind as a bat now. But before I do, I hope you won't mind if I tell you why I care so deeply about helping you get your vision back. It all started a little over a year ago when I stepped into the hospital delivery room ready to meet my newborn granddaughter for the very first time. I could hear my daughter crying joyfully. I could sense the presence of nurses and doctors as they moved back and forth. And when someone in the room placed my minutes-old granddaughter into my arms, I immediately felt the unbelievable softness of her skin and how she just radiated with warmth like a little furnace. She was my first grandchild. My daughter had decided to name her Anna after my deceased mother. And when my daughter asked me, "What do you think, Dad? Isn't she beautiful?" all I could do was lie. "She's perfect," I said. But the truth was, I had no idea. I couldn't see my granddaughter's face at all. In fact, I could hardly see anything in the room. It was all dark spots and clouds, all part of the curse of my declining vision, along with my ever-persistent cataracts. And while this should have been one of the happiest moments of my life, all I could think about was how sad I was, because sitting there holding my 6-pound, 4-ounce little granddaughter, I suddenly realized that even if I lived for another 50 years, I'd still miss her entire life. I'd never be able to read my granddaughter a bedtime story. Her parents would never let me babysit. She'd never get to stay over at Grandpa's house or even be dropped off for dinner. And I'd never be able to take her bird watching or get to see her riding her bike. I'd never get to know what her smile looked like or see if her hair ended up more like her mom's or her dad's. Suddenly, my mind was flashing forward into the future, to kindergarten, to talent shows, to her first dance, to her high school graduation, to one day starting a family of her own. I wouldn't see a thing, and it was all because of my failing eyes. "She has your nose," she said, with a bright, happy tone in her voice. "She has your eyes." And suddenly my joy turned to anger, rage, shame. My eyes, my damn failing eyes, worse and worse every day. Just months away from leaving me absolutely blind for the rest of my life. And I swore that no matter what I had to do, I would not go to my grave without seeing my granddaughter's beautiful face. My vision had been getting worse for a while, but I was used to that. It had been happening my whole life since I got my first pair of glasses when I was 9 years old. I knew enough from my work to never risk getting LASIK, which has a long list of horror stories too gruesome to share. So I just accepted it the same way I'd always told my clients to. Dave, my colleague and friend for 40 years, said when he checked me out, "It's macular degeneration." He said, "Incredibly aggressive. I'm surprised you can see it all now." My wife sobbed uncontrollably when I told her, when she realized I wouldn't be able to work anymore, when she realized my career was over and that I'd be retiring years earlier than we'd planned. We'd wanted to travel. We'd wanted to see the pyramids, the Sydney Opera House, the rainforest, all the things we'd never had time for, raising a family of 4 kids who all had kids of their own now, and running a busy and successful business. We hugged each other and mourned the future we were never going to have. Losing your sight when you were my age? It was a sentence for terror, darkness, and terrible boredom for the rest of my life. Of not being able to hike or ride my bike anymore. Of not being able to play with my beautiful grandkids or even see their faces ever again. I'd be helpless. I'd be a burden to my wife who would have to do almost everything for me. I'll admit I fell into a deep depression. For a moment, I even considered suicide. Then I realized how devastating that would be to my wife and my family. I made the decision that I would save my vision and save the future my wife and I had been looking forward to for so long. That I would be a real grandfather to Anna, that I would watch her recitals, that I would watch her soccer games, that she would see my eyes well up with pride. And that right there was the beginning of an incredible and even dangerous journey where I almost lost everything I care about, as if losing my vision wasn't enough. I risked everything, my money, my reputation, even my very life to discover the incredible truth. How to heal my eyes even though every medical textbook said it was impossible, and to help thousands and thousands of men and women just like you see with absolute clarity and never even step into an eye doctor's office. The next day I woke up early to watch the sunrise, wondering how many more I'd get to see before my whole world fell into darkness. I thought about the ticking time bomb in my eyes, counting down until my life as I knew it and as I loved it would be over forever. I knew that I needed to use the short amount of time I had left to do anything and everything I could to save my vision and save the future I'd worked so hard to be able to enjoy. I took a deep breath as I watched the sun peek over the horizon, and then I got to work like a man possessed. Throughout everything I'd been taught in school, and discovered a scientific vision breakthrough that will change your life forever, just like it did mine. It took me months of hard work to discover it, months where I was told I was crazy for not just accepting my fate, but eventually I was able to make a few incredible discoveries that changed everything. I'll always remember the moment it happened, the moment my vision got clear. The truth is, the only reason I was able to do this, to completely heal my failing vision and to get the upper hand on my so-called permanent eye damage forever, is because of a major new discovery in the field of adult repair stem cells. And no, this has nothing to do with embryos, unborn babies, or anything like that. These adult repair stem cells are already in your body. They just need to be awakened. A truly remarkable discovery that brought the Nobel Prize to the Japanese scientist who made it, and that has since become an obsession for the scientists at Harvard's prestigious Stem Cell Institute. When it comes to declining vision, this truly is the silver bullet, something that repairs everything at once in a very short amount of time. And the reason why is because you get your body to produce more stem cells again, which you'll see how to do inside this video. These stem cells quickly start working directly in the places where they're needed the most, including your eyes, and they start healing you on a cellular level from head to toe until before you know it, not only has your vision been improved, but you've rejuvenated your entire body too. Your heart, your liver, your skin, your brain, your colon, your hair, and more. And while yes, I do know how sensational this sounds, during this presentation you'll see oceans of research from places like Harvard, Yale, Johns Hopkins, and others, all proving that this is true and showing us that today, for the first time ever, losing your vision and growing old is no longer a certainty. It's entirely your choice. Imagine no more fear or anxiety about going permanently blind. No more frustration that you can't do crossword puzzles, cook, read, knit, garden, golf, and all the other activities you love. No more humiliation because your family acts like you're a burden, someone who should just go live in an old home already. You can say goodbye to all of this and more. And it's all thanks to the Nobel Prize-winning discovery you'll find inside this presentation. Plus, because this breakthrough harnesses the power of adult repair stem cells that are already inside of you, again, this has nothing to do with embryos, unborn babies, or anything like that. It's 100% Christian approved. In fact, I personally believe this breakthrough is only made possible thanks to God Himself, because the way it works is so simple, yet divinely elegant. And while many stem cell therapies out there involve trips to the doctors, huge needles, risky procedures, and tens of thousands of dollars out of your pocket, this breakthrough is 100% natural, doesn't require a single doctor visit, and is wildly inexpensive. Yet it's proven to be 100% safe and effective in numerous human studies. And it's already being used by a small handful of men and women all across the U.S., many of whom were afraid that their days of crystal clear vision were gone forever, but who are now seeing better than they have in decades, all thanks to what they discovered inside this video. Now I want to share the story of exactly how I came across this adult stem cell miracle, give you all of the science behind how it works, then share with you the exact steps you should start taking today so that you can repair your eyesight and your vision and reclaim your independence and happiness as a result. I started noticing some funky things going on with my vision. At first, it was just some small little dark spots which were annoying, but I wasn't too worried. My colleague Dave said eat a lot of leafy greens, keep exercising, and that if I did all of those things, I should be fine. I had no reason to doubt him, so that's what I did. And for the next few years, things seemed fine enough. But then a couple of years after those dark spots had first appeared, they started getting a whole lot worse. Suddenly, the entire center of my vision was a black blob. I could see things out of my peripheral vision, but not in the middle, and weird things started happening, like straight lines began looking wavy, which is actually very common when you've got late-stage vision problems. Even more alarmingly, though, I noticed that it was no longer just one eye. Now both eyes were having these issues, and when I went back to him, he said that my eye degeneration had progressed and gotten worse. It was only a matter of time before I would be blind. This is when things got drastic. He started doing injections of something called Eylea right into my eye. As scary as that sounds, I had no other choice. I must have gotten at least 10 of these injections in the 2 years that followed. I probably don't have to tell you how unpleasant it is having to go to the doctor and knowing he's going to stick a dripping needle directly into your eye. It makes me shudder, honestly. But I figured it would still be all worth it, at least if these injections helped, and they did for a while, but then things went from bad to worse. I was unlucky enough to start developing cataracts too, which honestly, I'm guessing were caused by the injections, even though Dave denied it. And so now, not only did I have this black dead zone in my field of vision, but even the part where I could see, it was yellow and cloudy too. That's when things got real tough. I used to love reading my mystery novels, and while at first, if I got the really large print books, I could still read them, but as my vision got worse, I stopped being able to read altogether. It was simply impossible. Even little things like cooking dinner, which I used to really enjoy, they became impractical. It got to the point where I felt like a prisoner, not just in my own home, but even in my own body. Probably the only reason I didn't kill myself, if I'm being honest, is because of my strong Christian faith, along with my family. But I could already imagine Anna getting into fights with her parents of not wanting to go over to Grandpa's house because he's so boring and old. Then came the moment that changed everything. Dave came across a story on his laptop that stopped us both dead in our tracks. It was titled "Stem Cell Therapy Repairs Sight Loss and Lets People Read Again." And basically what had happened is that scientists in the United Kingdom had grown a layer of stem cells in strict laboratory conditions for several months, then transplanted them into the retina of two patients, one a man in his 80s and one a woman in her 60s, both of whom had age-related vision degeneration. Then the article said that the two people went from not being able to read at all to reading 60 to 80 words per minute with normal reading glasses. Well, when Dave read me all of this, I felt a feeling of hope inside of me for the first time in 12 years. I told Dave it was exciting, but then I didn't say anything else. But a few nights later, he sat me down at the table and he told me, "Look, my friend, this stem cell stuff is pretty wild. It's something that's been proven to heal even the most awful cases of vision loss, and that works regardless of whether your issues come from macular degeneration, cataracts, glaucoma, far or short-sightedness, or something else." You see, as my colleague explained, it turned out that the first article wasn't a fluke. In fact, scientists had been using stem cells to repair serious vision problems for some time now. Plus, much more importantly, they were doing it with something called adult repair stem cells, which have nothing to do with embryos or unborn babies. Adult repair stem cells are special cells that each of us are born with. But unlike most of your cells, which are assigned a role in your body right away, like your heart cells, skin cells, hair cells, teeth cells, liver cells, pancreas cells, and so on, adult repair stem cells don't have a role. Instead, they are free agents, and they are capable of turning into almost any type of cell in the human body. To understand why that's so important, let's say you suffer some damage to your eyes because you stared at the computer screen for too long. You've got plenty of adult repair stem cells sitting around in your body. So if your eye gets damaged, your body calls some of those adult repair stem cells to work, and they start activating where the damage occurred in your eye. They then transform themselves into healthy new eye cells and replace the damaged ones. It's really pretty amazing that adult repair stem cells do this. But what we also found out is that as we get older, we start to use up all of the adult repair stem cells that we're born with, until by the time we reach our 40s, 50s, 60s, and beyond, we're running dangerously low. And this explains why vision declines so rapidly after 50, because early on in life, your body's got plenty of adult repair stem cells so your eyes can heal themselves. But later on in life, you don't. So your eyes start breaking down and you eventually go blind. Make sense? Like I said, it's really pretty remarkable. And in fact, the man who really discovered that adult repair stem cells do all of this won the 2007 Nobel Prize. His name was Shinya Yamanaka. And after Yamanaka made his breakthrough, a lot of folks in the medical community thought that one of the first places this new breakthrough would be applied to was vision loss and blindness. And they were sort of right, because in the past decade, scientists have been using stem cells to repair blindness, macular degeneration, glaucoma, cataracts, and a whole lot of other vision issues left and right. Before long, you go from the terrifying darkness of blindness to magnificent high-definition vision, where every shape, every color, every facial expression is all perfectly visible. In fact, it's all crystal clear. Well, it turned out this was already happening. It was already a reality for a few lucky people. According to the studies, the blind were having their vision repaired. It was hard not to feel excited about this. Then we made a real breakthrough. We didn't need them to come out with a drug. All drugs ultimately come from natural ingredients anyway. All we needed were the natural ingredients that increase adult repair stem cells. And by God's grace, Earth provides certain herbs, roots, plants, and minerals that are specifically designed to increase adult repair stem cells. All of them backed by hard science from top universities and leading research centers. I call each of them a miracle because that's what they are. Breakthrough ingredient number 1, alpha-lipoic acid. At the Center for Stem Cell Research, a team of 17 scientists conducted an in-depth study on how alpha-lipoic acid influences adult repair stem cells, and they found out, sure enough, this extraordinary nutrient has the ability to promote the development of human embryonic stem cells, which is just a fancy way of saying alpha-lipoic acid tells the body to produce brand new stem cells. Even more remarkable, in another major study from 2020 that was published by the National Institute of Health, which found that supplementing the diet with alpha-lipoic acid didn't just protect against age-related macular degeneration, it also rejuvenates stem cells as well. The study states that alpha-lipoic acid can be used as an effective and safe anti-aging compound to promote healthy aging in humans. A study from 2016 showed that alpha-lipoic acid improves vision-related quality of life in patients with macular degeneration. Absolutely incredible. And those are just a few of the hundreds of studies showing its amazing ability to fight and improve vision problems. And every month that number is going up. Before long, I'm positive alpha-lipoic acid will be a household name. And when you look at the incredible science behind this powerful ingredient, it's easy to see why. And that's just one of 10 head-turning star ingredients you'll learn about today. Breakthrough ingredient number 2, quercetin. This is another amazing plant compound that's been used for centuries to regenerate the eye and significantly improve vision. It's loaded with free radical-fighting nutrients that not only help support the healthy functioning of the eyes, protects against the oxidative stress in the retina, repairs and improves vision at the cellular level, boosts the immune system, and is even shown to help the body to inhibit antibiotic-resistant superviruses too. Incredible, right? If you just took these 2 amazing ingredients alone, they could help transform your body and eyesight in a matter of weeks. Yet they're not the only impressive ingredients found to repair your vision quickly. Breakthrough ingredient number 3, lycopene. This health-supporting wonder molecule first caught my attention in 2013. That's when I came across 2 groundbreaking studies showing the powerful effects of this ingredient. The doctors conducted a randomized double-blind study, the gold standard in medical testing. And each day after dinner, these people were given lycopene. The results astounded the medical community because on average, a full 90% of patients treated showed improvements in visual acuity. Why is lycopene so effective? Scientists believe it's because it helps replenish glutathione, the master antioxidant. In fact, it's been said to be the most powerful molecule ever discovered. It slows down aging, prevents free radical damage, helps detoxify the body, supports energy production, improves brain health, lowers your risk of heart problems, reduces inflammation, and on and on and on. Not to mention that in the right doses, it can make your body's production of adult repair stem cells explode. Volumes can be written on the benefits of lycopene restorative properties. So are you starting to see what makes these ingredients so unique? All of them help significantly boost your levels of adult repair stem cells, restoring your eyesight to perfect 20/20 vision. All of them are supported by hundreds of clinical trials and irrefutable science. And all of these ingredients increase your overall health, so you have the opportunity to grow younger, gain more energy, and feel better too. It's the ultimate 1, 2, 3 knockout punch. Now, even if you stopped there and just started taking these 3 ingredients, it would still be one of the most potent, effective, guaranteed ways to repair your vision. But as I mentioned before, I'm not just trying to slow down visual deterioration. I want to make sure you regain 20/20 vision. That's why there's 7 more proven eyesight-supporting ingredients to improve your vision from every possible angle, including zeaxanthin, a plant-based nutrient that protects your eyes from developing age-related health issues. It helps regenerate the cells in the eye to improve vision sharpness and protects against harmful blue light from smartphones and other electronic screens that we stare at endlessly these days. This ingredient was featured in one of the largest eye studies ever completed called the ARIDS, or Age-Related Eye Disease Studies. Researchers discovered it significantly reduced the risk of degenerative eye disease while drastically improving eyesight when taken consistently. And then there's lutein, another all-star of the ARID study. Lutein is a carotenoid with anti-inflammatory properties. A large body of evidence shows that lutein has several beneficial effects, especially on eye health. Lutein is known to improve age-related macular disease, fight vision impairment, and even blindness. And then there's another breakthrough, rutin, which when combined with vitamin C helps open artery blockages and improves circulation to the eyes. This discovery was made by two-time Nobel Prize-winning scientist Linus Pauling and was further validated by Dr. Sidney Bush. Bush, an optometrist, took pictures of the retina, the back part of the eye, using a technique called cardioretinometry. You can see on the left before treating the blockage in the arteries of the eye. On the right, you can see that not only did this improve circulation to the eyes, but it drastically lowers your risk of heart problems. Absolutely incredible. Next is a powerful herb called eyebright, a plant specifically named for its use treating eye problems. When used properly, eyebright reduces inflammation in the eye caused by blepharitis and conjunctivitis and will turbocharge your vision so you can see with the clarity you had as a child. And finally, last but not least, bilberry. The legend goes like this. British Royal Air Force pilots, after eating bilberry jam, bombed the enemy during World War II with devastating accuracy. Their night vision heightened by the powers of the inky blue fruit. Research has since found conclusive evidence that anthocyanins, a component found inside bilberry, has powerful antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties. It has been shown to provide protective effects against macular degeneration, glaucoma, and cataracts. In fact, in studies on people with glaucoma, taking bilberry daily improved visual function by an astounding 30%. Listen, each of these ingredients are so good they should be front page news. And when combined, they work synergistically to improve blood flow, repair retina damage, and boost adult repair stem cells, all to regain perfect 20/20 vision. How do we know? Well, once we had a complete list, we took pretty much every single penny we had saved and hired a whole team of laboratory scientists at the local university, tasking them with the sole mission of combining these ingredients into a single pill form, something that was easy to swallow yet effective. We were really obsessive over the quality, purity, and bioavailability of these ingredients because we knew this was the only chance we had to save my failing eyes and defeat my vision problems. Then we tested these ingredients day and night until finally, after months of formulation and spending pretty much every single waking hour in the lab we'd rented here in Dallas, we had something we were ready to test. It was a single pill. It contained scientifically supported doses of each of the adult stem cells producing ingredients we'd uncovered. And all I kept thinking was, please God, let this work. Then it was the moment of truth. So on an unseasonably cool day in mid-October, I took my very first dose of this stem cell activating formula. And after that, all I could do was wait. 24 hours went by, then 48 hours, then 72 hours, and nothing happened. At least nothing noticeable. When I mentioned this to Dave, though, he just about smacked me. He said, of course this was going to take some time, and I needed to be patient and put my trust in the man upstairs. So that's what I did. I kept taking my pills day after day, and one morning, some days later, something pretty interesting happened. When I woke up, I still had the dark spots in the center of my eye, but it did seem like they were a little less daunting. And I also noticed that my vision seemed a tad clearer too, not quite as cloudy as usual. It wasn't some miracle, but it was something. And that encouraged me to keep going, which is exactly what I did. I kept on taking this stem cell boosting pill, and thank God for that, because it turned out that what already happened was just the beginning. Next, I noticed those same dark spots were becoming dramatically lighter. There wasn't even a question of, is this working anymore? It was obvious. And some of the dark spots were even starting to fade altogether. It's hard for me to describe, but imagine holding a black piece of paper up to a light, then starting to poke a bunch of holes in it so that the light suddenly begins to filter through. That's exactly what I noticed. Plus, my cloudy lenses, they were pretty much all clear at this point too. And that's when things started to happen fast. By week 4, the tiny holes of light that had been punching through the darkness, they'd become much larger. Now I could look straight ahead and actually see what was in front of me. Not perfectly, but a whole lot better than before. And by the 7th week, the big black holes were now nothing but tiny little dots, kind of like they'd been when I was first diagnosed, which wasn't that bad at all. In fact, for the most part, my field of vision was entirely unblocked, and that's when I started thinking about getting my driver's license again, because I realized that this really and truly was working. And finally, in the 3rd month, that's when vision started becoming high definition again, because before that, I'd already been able to see in front of me again and make out faces and objects again without much trouble, but things had still been a little blurry. Not anymore, though, and that's when I realized that we had really and truly done it, that I'd been able to totally reverse my fading vision and heal my eyes entirely. I can't even describe the feeling that came over me then. And if you're suffering from dimming or fading vision right now, I'm sure you can imagine what it would be like if suddenly you went from not being able to read or drive or really do much of anything at all to having what are more or less brand new eyes. Eyes that take in all of this beautiful world in perfect clarity, in stunning color, in razor-sharp definition. It's enough to make you weep. And let me just tell you, the first time I saw my granddaughter Anna, I mean really saw her beautiful hazel eyes, her curly hair like her mom's, that precious little smile, I wept uncontrollably. I thought I'd never see her face before I died. Now I could see it in stunning 20/20 vision. And this is the point where things started to happen really fast, because my kids and their friends and pretty much everyone I knew were all stunned by what had happened. And then I had dozens of members from our church wanting to know about me and Dave's discovery. Of course, I was happy to share what we'd created, and sure enough, in the months that followed, it was like our whole church began aging backwards, because not only were folks' eyes being improved to perfect, glorious vision, but it was clear that we were all starting to look and feel a whole lot younger too, which makes sense since adult repair stem cells don't just heal your eyes, they literally have the power to heal and repair every single part of your body. Your skin, your hair, your nails, your heart, your liver, your brain, your pancreas, your colon. The stem cells' one and only job is to heal your body. And as the word continued to spread about this tiny church in Dallas where the almost blind were once again able to see, that's when the calls, emails, and letters came flooding in from all over the world, with folks asking if me and Dave would send them some of our vision healing breakthrough too. So we went to work producing our eye restoring formula for the public. We were extremely careful about the production process and only used the purest and most bioavailable forms of each nutrient. This was crucial because we realized that while there are already other eye supplements out there in the market, we discovered none of them had these exact ingredients, and none of them had these ingredients in their natural extract form, which concentrates them up to 100%. Which is probably why they don't work so well. And I wanted to make sure that in our case, we were delivering to people the most effective, natural, sight-saving formula on the planet. Something that contains each of the 10 eye-restoring ingredients in doses that are supported by scientific studies. It's called SightCare, and it represents the next generation of vision-improving science. SightCare is the breakthrough that finally brings a new sight-enhancing option to everyone. And because SightCare harnesses the power of adult repair stem cells, this is something that can refresh pretty much your entire body too. Each capsule contains the exact same 10 miracle ingredients proven in scientific studies to repair lost vision impossibly fast. All this comes together to make the most effective vision supplement in existence. The results speak for themselves. and that's why it's extremely popular. Pretty much everyone who tries SightCare keeps asking for more of the stuff because they never again want to worry about glasses, contacts, or losing their eyesight ever again. SightCare is also becoming extremely popular with many in the health profession, which is amazing, but it puts even more strain on production, especially because it can take up to 3 months to custom create each batch. And as a result of the fact that SightCare is expensive to manufacture, takes up to 3 months to produce a single batch, and keeps selling out, I frequently don't have any SightCare available for the public. But that being said, I also don't want anyone to stay awake each night worrying about their failing vision, which is why in the next few moments, I'll share how you can get your hands on brand new bottles of SightCare and how you can try it risk-free as part of our breakthrough new pilot program. But first, let me answer that other question. How much SightCare do you need to take? That's simple. Just take 1 capsule twice a day for at least 30 days. The reason it's important that you take SightCare for at least 30 days is very straightforward. While the 10 natural ingredients go to work pretty much immediately, what all of those clinical studies have shown us is that the longer you take each of the ingredients inside SightCare, the more your body can benefit. For example, as you saw in one study, alpha-lipoic acid is shown in studies to support a marked improvement in vision within the first 8 days. But you also saw that in another major study, taking lycopene for a full 12 months was shown to boost visual acuity in 90% of patients treated, which is another important factor for those who want to live longer, healthier, more energized lives for years to come. So it just makes sense to keep taking SightCare day after day and month after month, especially with the astronomical prices optometrists and eye doctors are charging for examinations, glasses, contacts, and surgery. For example, 10 years ago, the price of a basic pair of eyeglasses made by the leading company Luxottica cost $30. But today, the same pair now costs $150. That's 5 times the price for exactly the same product. Isn't that criminal? And all the other big manufacturers have hiked up their prices too, while the most SightCare cost is a few pennies per day. More on that in a second. And this is why so many experts are recommending that you choose at least 3 bottles of SightCare at a time, and 6 bottles if you want to be completely safe. Then take it for a period of at least 90 days. That way you can absolutely guarantee that you've done everything you can do to heal your eyes and restore perfect 20/20 vision. Across the U.S., people who were once worried about losing their eyesight and going blind, people who were just finding life so hard just to get through the day without squinting and bumping into things, are calling SightCare a gift from God. And today, this is your golden opportunity to join them. John B. Thomas, who writes, "I could barely see 6 months ago. Things started to get better with SightCare. I was finally able to care for myself. As times went by, things improved and improved until I can proudly say I now have almost 20/20 vision. It's true. It's a miracle. I went from practically blind to not needing glasses at all." Marla Holloway writes, "I was always losing my glasses or breaking them. Hated how I looked in them. After taking SightCare for a short time, I was finally able to go to the grocery store without them. I can't thank you enough. I've told all my friends and family." Greg Stevenson writes, "Things were getting worse at a very rapid rate. Thank God my doctor had heard of SightCare. He told me to take it every day. I took it religiously because this is my life we're talking about. And now I can proudly say my vision is completely restored and I'm walking around without glasses with no squinting and no problem." Those testimonials you just heard are only a few of the hundreds I'm receiving each month about SightCare. And you should know that this plant-based vision-supporting breakthrough is only available on this website. While there are supplies in stock and I'm able to keep this report online, the truth is there are many in the optometry business who hate what I'm doing. They planned on making trillions, yes, trillions of dollars off people like us as we grow old. And they view SightCare as a major threat, something that could take away their private jets, their yachts, their exotic beach homes, that could make them find a new career path altogether. I'm trying to fight these people and their lawyers off. but it's an uphill battle, which is why if you're here right now and there are bottles of SightCare in stock, it's vital that you don't put this decision off. Using SightCare really can feel like you've just found the mystery switch for perfect vision, youthfulness, and long-lasting good health. Something that lets you wake in the morning confident you can enjoy your day without expensive glasses or irritating contact lenses. Every day you take your SightCare capsules is a day where you have the chance to be free from worry and to be free from the hassles of constant doctor visits and new prescription glasses. Reclaim your normal eyesight so you don't miss out on this opportunity to live a normal, healthy life again, where you might be able to enjoy reading a book, playing golf, or spending time with your kids and grandkids. And when you consider that SightCare really was designed to help make all of this a reality, you can probably understand why my board of directors was adamant that I set the price of this breakthrough at $249 per bottle, which honestly, I think is extremely fair, especially considering how much of it costs to acquire the rare ingredients in SightCare. And yet, while I know that we could charge $249 for a bottle of SightCare and I'd still sleep soundly at night, this isn't about making a profit for me or my team, which is why if you decide to take action right now and say yes to the scientific miracle that is SightCare, you won't need to spend $249 for a bottle or even $149. And why instead, by taking action today, you can order SightCare for just $69 per bottle. And that's actually just the start. You see, because so many of the studies show that the longer you take the ingredients inside SightCare, the more you could benefit from them. And because so many people have been ordering multiple bottles of SightCare at a time, that way they can share them with their family and friends as well. Me and my team have created an even deeper discount program where right now, when you stock up on 6 bottles of SightCare, you can get it for as low as $49 per bottle. So click on the button and select the 6-bottle package or any other package you choose below this video right now to secure your order. You'll also get free shipping today when you order the 3 or 6-bottle package, which is a $19.99 value right there, along with a free digital copy of my best-selling book, The Truth About Vision, which has helped over 110,000 people regain their vision the natural way. And your order today also gives you access to over $297 worth of eye exercises, guides, and resources in my private VIP client area. But both the free shipping and these bonuses are only available to you here on this website today. So you really do need to act right now. All orders of SightCare also come with my 180-day, 100% money-back guarantee. This is really important, and here's why. Every day I hear from folks all over the U.S. who say that taking SightCare is having your own army of adult stem cells, standing guard all over your body, keeping your vision sharp, ensuring your energy is high, and watching over all your health markers 24/7. And while I'm absolutely sure you too will feel the same feeling of relief, assurance, and confidence once you try this scientific breakthrough, I also know that in today's society of big promises and over-the-top hype, talk is cheap. That's why I want to put my money where my mouth is by offering you the opportunity to try SightCare for yourself for the next 6 months with absolutely no financial risk whatsoever. It works like this. Simply click on the button and select one of the packages you see below and start your order, and claim your own supply of SightCare right now. Then, when your order arrives in just a few business days from now, I want you to tear open that box, grab your first bottle, and start using SightCare every single day. I'm positive that once you do this, you'll feel and see the difference SightCare makes right away. And that after you've taken SightCare for the next few months, you'll never want to go another day without this amazing vision-supporting breakthrough. But if for any reason I'm wrong, if you're not head over heels in love with your experience with SightCare, then you don't pay a dime. Simply call or email my award-winning customer service team and we'll refund your purchase with no questions asked. That's every single penny back to you, and you don't even need to return the bottles. They're yours to keep is my way of saying thank you for trying SightCare out. And the only reason I'm able to offer such a bold guarantee is because I'm confident you will be blown away by how sharp and crisp your vision gets when using SightCare, and that you'll become a loyal, rabid customer for life. Still though, isn't it nice knowing that you have nothing to lose? You've seen the science, you've seen the studies, you've heard from everyday folks who have regained their vision thanks to the power of SightCare and all the benefits it gives you. Yet you still get a full 180 days to decide if SightCare is right for you. So go ahead and click the button you see below right now and choose your package of SightCare while there are still supplies in stock. This report is now ending, and ultimately the choice is yours. You can ignore everything you've seen today, the incredible studies showing that the ingredients in SightCare can help begin supporting your vision immediately and quickly to repair your eyes to perfect 20/20 vision, with many people reporting amazing results from the first pill they take. And right now, you have the opportunity to join the thousands of folks just like you who have already said yes to SightCare and who are opting out of paying outrageous rates for prescription glasses and contacts, while fighting back against the degenerating eye issues so many people in their 50s and 60s end up going through for the rest of their lives. These folks are deciding they want to age younger and healthier instead, and now it's your turn. But in order to join these folks, you need to take action today. That's your first choice, but your other option is to not take any action at all, to instead click away from this page and go on with your day. If you make that second choice, there's no hard feelings, and I wish you all of the best, but just think about what life will be in a few months or even a few years from now. Imagine the next time it's late at night and you're awake in bed staring at the ceiling, frustrated you can no longer read a captivating novel, worrying that you might be losing your eyesight altogether. All the fears and anxieties of old age racing through your mind. Won't you think back to this moment when you had the chance to claim your very own supply of SightCare at a huge savings while there were still supplies in stock? And just feel a little bit of regret that you didn't try this breakthrough risk-free today. If the answer is even a maybe, then I would strongly urge you to make the smart decision and say yes to SightCare right now. Get started now by just clicking the button and selecting one of the packages you see below this video, and claim your supply of this cutting-edge breakthrough while it is available to the public and while I do have bottles on hand. Your decision today is covered by a full 180-day, 100% money-back guarantee. So you truly have nothing to lose, and an entirely new outlook on the future to gain. Ultimately, the decision is yours, but I trust you'll make the right choice by clicking on one of the packages you see below this video right now and placing your order. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today, and I look forward to hearing about your success with SightCare. God bless. David Lewis. Frequently asked questions. Number 1, what are adult repair stem cells and why are they so important for restoring your vision? Adult repair stem cells were first discovered by a Japanese scientist named Shinya Yamanaka, who won a Nobel Prize for it in 2007. The results have now been validated by a scientist at Harvard's prestigious Stem Cell Institute, along with researchers at Vanderbilt University, the University of Utah, and the National Health Services in the UK. When it comes to declining vision, this truly is the silver bullet, something that fixes everything at once in a very short amount of time. These stem cells work directly in the places where they're needed the most, including your eyes, and they start healing you on a cellular level from head to toe. Before you know it, not only has your vision been improved, but you've rejuvenated your entire body too. Your heart, your liver, your skin, your brain, your colon, your hair, and more. And SightCare is packed with 10 of the most exciting and proven natural vision supporting compounds, shown to significantly boost adult repair stem cells that will quickly work to repair your eyesight to perfect 20/20 vision, no matter if you're 19 or 92. Question number 2, what else can you tell me about SightCare? SightCare is made right here in the United States in a facility that follows all good manufacturing practice guidelines. It's manufactured in an FDA-registered facility with rigorous regulations. We also have our formula tested by an independent third-party laboratory to ensure that what's on the label is really inside. There are absolutely no fillers, preservatives, and no artificial ingredients, making this an incredibly pure yet highly effective breakthrough in vision restoration. Question number 3, how long will SightCare be available to the public? It's hard to say. My goal is to get this breakthrough in SightCare to as many Americans as possible, especially since SightCare presents such a revolution. And since glasses and contacts manufacturers have tripled the prices of their vision-supporting products, my plan is to make it available to every American for just pennies a day. Yet while that's my goal, there are a lot of powerful people out there who hate what I'm doing. And I know they'd love nothing more to shut me up by getting this website taken off the internet. So between the fact that I'm making a ton of enemies and that each bottle of SightCare can take up to 3 months to manufacture, I simply cannot guarantee how long this site will remain online or will have bottles in stock, which is why if you're ready to experience the incredible benefits of SightCare, it's important that you do take action today by ordering your supply. Number 4, how does the guarantee work again? When you click on one of the options at the bottom of this page and get your supply of SightCare today, you're covered by a full 180-day, 100% money-back guarantee. This means that if you change your mind about SightCare for any reason over the next 6 months, just call or email my customer service team and we'll refund your entire investment in SightCare quickly and with no questions asked. So there's no risk for you whatsoever. Number 5, okay, I'm ready to order SightCare, now what? It's easy. Just click the button you see beneath this video and select one of the packages to place your order. Our 6-bottle package is by far the most popular option because of all the added savings you get. But no matter which package you choose, the moment you place your order, we'll begin rushing SightCare out to you. Then once you've received your order in a few short days from now, simply start taking this little plant-based vision restoration breakthrough each day, and I'm confident you'll be amazed by just how different you look and feel. Plus, as I just mentioned, this is all covered by a full 180-day, 100% money-back guarantee. So go ahead and place your order now. That way you can experience the power of SightCare for yourself right away. We cannot wait to hear about your results, and again, thanks for watching.